All right. Y'all got to pardon me for not talking to you a little more often than I do. But what I don't want to do is that I don't want to ever waste your time in a podcast. I never want to just go over the same stuff that we always go over again and again. And some people do that. Some people are okay with just constantly repeating beating the same drum again and again. And some of them are very famous. Sean Hannity is one of them. We've got a local guy here, Chris Ingram, who is a friend of mine brought it to my attention, sort of a Sean Hannity wannabe in that fashion. Not that he doesn't have something valuable to say, but I think the pressure of having to go on and do a 2-hour show or a 3-hour show every day is too much, in the fact that he ends up, vibing on the same thing day after day after day after day. So that's not what I want to do. I want to ask questions, and I'd love to hear from you. You can respond at WLS860@gmail.com. WLS860@gmail.com. That would be very, very handy if I could hear from you. My question of the day for you, I hear a lot, let me preface it a little bit. I hear a lot, especially from black people, about representation and how important representation is, especially, representation everywhere, but in particular representation in government, especially representation in government. How important it is. This is how we got single member districts, right? Where the minority district, black district, could make sure that they had a black, minority, black representative on a county commission, city council, city board, whatever form of government that we're talking about. That there would be black, minority black representation from that district. And we have it everywhere. We have it here in Florida big time. So much, in fact, that we have this concept called pre-clearance districts, where pre-clearance districts is that you can't make a change in district lines regardless of population shifts unless you get approval from the Federal Department of Justice. It's insane that you have to, that for a line to be drawn or redrawn here in Hillsborough County, that you've got to go to the federal government for permission. To put yourself, and excuse me for the bumps in the road and the noise, this road is Himes and it's just patched and it's just awful and terrible. But it is the straightest shot to where I'm going. It is horrendous that you would allow your county government or city government to be put under the auspices, basically, of the federal government. It's terrible that you would allow that to happen, but our city government has done, and people here who continue to vote for them and advocate for them have done exactly that. It's crazy. It's horrendous, actually. But in any case, so there can be minority black representation for certain areas of the county, certain areas of the state. So, that being said, and that all that being true, my question is this: is there any empirical evidence? Listen to me carefully. Any empirical evidence? I don't care how people feel. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care about any of that stuff, because I never have, and I still don't. Evidence, empirical evidence, having to do with economics, having to do with health, the things that are very important. If you got money and you're healthy, those two things, top of the list. Is there any evidence, empirical evidence, that proves that black people do better when they have black representation on the city level, on the state level, or even the federal level? Is there any empirical evidence of that? See, this is what I want to know, because I've not seen any. Now, if you've seen some, please go ahead. I'm going to post this podcast on Facebook. Please answer underneath if you've seen any evidence. Now, again, please don't tell me what you feel. It's important. I don't care what you feel. I don't care how it makes you feel. I don't care how it encourages you. I don't care how it makes you feel, that you're part of the American system. I don't care how it makes you feel. I don't care. I don't give a about your feelings. I want to know if are there any studies, any empirical evidence that says black people, represented by black people, do better. Now, I'm not advocating, don't get it twisted, I'm not advocating that white people represent everybody, or Spanish people, or Asian people. I'm not doing that at all, but I think that we've got to start being upfront, open, honest, transparent about some of the things that we say and some of the things that some of us advocate. And I don't think we are. I just don't think we are. I think that we say these things, and you know what? Let me pull the curtain back. It isn't just the left. It isn't just black Democrats who say this. Black Republicans say this too. Now, they may not say it. They may not say it in a group of white conservatives. They may not say it at a Tea Party meeting. They may not say it at a Republican meeting, but they damn sure say it when they get home. That we need people in power who look like us. Where did they learn this from? And why do they think it's important? Why do they think that? Why? Unless we start exploring these questions in our community, we are going to always be searching. We're going to be continuously searching and not really know what we're searching for. My question is there any evidence? My second question, because I tell you all the time, always ask the next question, wouldn't it be better to have someone who believes like you do representing you as opposed to someone who just looks like you? Wouldn't it be better to have someone who believes like you do other than someone who just looks like you? That's it. This is a short little 10-minute cast. I just want to ask the question, get it started. Yes, I will be doing an extended program, probably Monday night or Tuesday night on Blog Talk Radio, where you can call in, and I'll give the call-in numbers once I publish it, or once we get on, and then we can have that conversation. But I'd like to get that conversation started because I need some feedback from you before I do that other show. Thanks so much. I'm headed off to Porch Talk Radio, WTMP. We'll be on in about an hour. TMP's new studios over on Airport something way or whatever. Nice studios they're building, and they're still building out. It's nice. We'll be on with Eddie Adams Jr. and Gabriel Phillips. Our resident white boy is Tim Horton. Can't wait. It ought to be good stuff. We'll see you then. Bye-bye now.